we're going to go right into Amy. And Amy's, what we call these are mini maps. These mini maps are 90-day step-by-step plans. So one of the things, what did we talk about? Finding how to get rid of shiny objects. How do you do that? When you have something that is the nirvana of checklists, you do not have time to be on Facebook in groups, wasting your time. Number two, how to find clarity is knowing how to take your what is it? I'm trying to say like your ability, but your talents, your strengths, bundling them up. But then more importantly, you need to identify who your who is and sell them that package. She's already doing this. She doesn't have a website yet. And then finally, where do we focus? On 3 systems: the product, the calendar, and the marketing. We're going to get into that right here. So this is the example. This is a 90-day step-by-step plan. Amy is a yearly member for Systems by Design. And by choosing to be a yearly member, this is what you're going to get. All right. It's a step-by-step. So one of the things that's really important is mindset, guys. So we talk about those things that we're thankful for, and we do that favorite inspirational quote. You know, those quotes that like get you fired up and like get you working, because let's face it, not like every single day is like a good day, right? I mean, it's not. It's a up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Goals. One of the things that I also ask you is to list out your goals. These are goals for your business, but these are also financial goals. The way that I like to run goals is 1 big and 3 small goals. That 1 big is that she is ready by December 31st. We've put a deadline on here of 2019 that she has a legit business. That's going to happen before. That will happen before, based on the progress that she's making right now. Smaller goals are different things that she wanted, like a business name. She's already done that. A website, she's going to get that done. And then we talk about those things. Eat that frog. What does eat that frog mean? Eat that frog means those things that you don't want to do, that you would rather clean your house, the bathrooms twice, do all of the laundry, fold and put it away before you do the thing. So that's procrastination. Procrastination is a symptom of anxiety. Anxiety is that I do not want to do this because I have a fear of this thing to finish it. That is the anxiety, right? For her, choosing a niche, selecting a business name, and moving forward. She's already done a couple of these. Her niche, what is her niche? Well, her niche is to be, let me just share you. Her niche is for online course creators, online membership owners, as well as local retailers. So she can start with 1. She creates the framework, 80% framework, cost of success, and then she rinses and repeats with each one of these niches. What is the service that she is going to offer? Her service that she's going to offer is email marketing for growth and retention, which I love. So let's break it down. When you get the mini map, this is what we're looking at, that 90-day step-by-step, what I've done is I've broken your business down into 3 buckets. Business does not have to be hard. It doesn't. When I started 17 years ago, the reason why I called the business binder is because it used to be in a binder. Everything in my event was in a binder. And if I can generate that much sales in a binder, I think it works. I think I've proven the fact that that system works. And I've proven that business can be really simple. So we really focus on revenue generating activities, marketing, which is social, as well as your content, as well as marketing your business, and then operations. When she's using her calendar management system, revenue is green. Green means go. That's where we want to focus our time. Marketing is yellow. The reason is we need to be cautious. We do need to market our business in order to generate revenue. Operations is red. Typically, people focus their time in the red. That doesn't mean that we don't need to have a professional signature. That doesn't mean that we don't need to have canned emails, that we need to have our accounting, all of the business, the numbers, the things that our business in order, but we don't need to spend our time there. Things like our website. We don't need to spend all of our time there. You can get so hung up in your website that you never end up launching, because you're always comparing it to somebody else's, or you see somebody else's and you really like the way that looks. So now you're going to stop and you're going to go figure out how to do that thing, because to hire somebody is like $1,200, $2,500 to develop a website. Not going to do it. So let's go back to the overall task and how I based on the information and just knowing the experience that Amy has and my 17 plus years experience, this is how I broke down her business. All right. Her offer is email marketing for retention and growth. So Amy really focused on developing out speakers, thought leaders, for physicians to go to. The goal is to create a content funnel that supports the client's ultimate goal. All online business owners, all business owners want more traffic, more leads, and more sales. So what her email marketing, as an email marketing retention and growth specialist, her package supports organic social omnipresence as well as paid traffic. Why? Because if the email is set up properly, then you're introducing content that you're producing to an audience, right? Which elevates what? Your authority. You can also use it if it's an engaged email list, which open rate 30 to 40%. It can happen, it does happen. Then you can use that to upload it to Facebook. And now you are staying on top of mind on people who are on your email list, creating lookalike audiences that people who open those emails are taking action and would be attracted to what you're offering, as well as promoted pins. All right. Your email list, and I've been doing it for 17 years, is the most valuable asset that you can have in your business. You can sell directly to it. You can also use it, like I said, in Facebook ads as well as with Pinterest. All right. So I have an overall checklist, create an email marketing package. So we are focusing on revenue generating activities, right? I told you the product system. And let me just show you, it's right here at her fingertips. So she goes right here, packaging. When she clicks packaging, it's going to go to the Systems by Design dashboard. Everything that she needs to create her package is right there. The next thing is client management. So she needs to have her client intake form ready to go. What I'm talking about, in case you don't know what I mean by client intake form, if someone wants to work with me, and I don't work one-on-one with clients anymore, but if they work with me, it was a form that I had that filled out really questions that were really specific about their business that related to my service. Because then part of the client management system is that discovery call sales script. So when you hop on a discovery call, it's not all about chatty Cathy and finding more information out about them. It's controlling the call. It is, this is what my service is, this in the budget. If it's not, thank you very much, move on. But if it does work, what you're trying to do is to get them into affirmation. Yes, that sounds, yes, and talking about themselves, and then aligning their problem with your service. That's why it's a winning combination. And then checking in with a conversational close, and then we move into client onboarding. This is how we're going to work together. These are the next steps that's going to happen. Then the workflow to actually complete the work. Oh my gosh, this is the most amazing tool ever. Then we go into client attraction marketing, the calendar management, and she's already, I think, got her business name and the website. It's down on the list. So these are overall tasks, okay, that she needs to do. It seems overwhelming, doesn't it? Don't be overwhelmed by it. I break these things down. And so one of the things is that she needs to create a package for email marketing. So what I've done, and she also, like the package and the workflow, they almost kind of happen at the same time. I don't know who comes first, the chicken or the egg, when it comes to really drilling down on these packages, because what I've listed here for her are all of the things that really need to be considered when we're talking about her package. All right. And like step by step, I mean, literally just kind of laid it all out here for her. And then let's go to October, which I love. So we've given her goal for October is build out the package. So the rest of her time, and she says that she has 20 hours a week. She has done Time Management Rockstar. I always recommend that we go back each month and reevaluate, because as we move into the holiday season, you know that time is going to change, right? Because we've got holiday parties, we've got school activities, all kinds of things. And if you do fall sports, it's crazy time. So build her package, prepare for a discovery call, prepare for client onboarding, and the workflow. A couple of these things are happening simultaneously. Creating the packaging and the workflow almost happens simultaneously. And again, I've just copied that here for her. She can get right to business. The next two things that she's going to concentrate on, and I believe she's already done this, is the client intake form. It's ready to go, even though she doesn't have a website. See, we're not focusing on those things that are tripping us up. We're focusing on revenue generating activities. She has a financial goal to reach by December 31st, and this is how she gets there. The client management system, it's really important. You do not want to have a client and then they say yes to your package, and then you spend the rest of the day trying to figure out how I work, the contract, how do I do an invoice? All of this is already covered, but I want her to know, and I know her background and how professional she is and her presentation. We had to be that way as pharmaceutical reps. This will feed her. I mean, she should just be like, what, this is amazing. And she has said that. Okay. So that's what she focuses on October. And if she doesn't finish this, then she has to stay here. She cannot move on until she has her business organization and her package. Packaging is the second system in roadmap to revenue. All right. So when we hit November, what are we doing? I give her links to everything in the member portal right here, right? So the client management system, the marketing magic. Now we're moving on a little bit. In marketing magic, we're identifying Facebook groups, but we're also identifying local events. For her right now, and I believe that she's plugged into her local retail community, right now is an amazing opportunity as they have a lot of people coming in for holiday buys while they are waiting and you're ringing up their, while their sales are being rung up, then they can be inputting that email. That email right now is going to be money for that local retailer in January, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, Easter. You can email them new products. You can also use those in what? Facebook ads and promoted pins. Do you see how, I mean, this is a beautiful niche to be in, to kind of create that ecosystem. It's like, you like this piece of content, you're gonna like this piece of content. You like this piece of content, and it all flows into ultimately whatever their client, whatever her client, whatever their goal is. And her client is not someone who's new. Her client are course creators and membership owners who have launched at least 2 times. I've given her criteria here because those people are like, all right, I'm starting to make some money now. I need to get my back end set up, but I also need to be working smarter, not harder. They can do that with email marketing. Okay. So the marketing magic, local events, she needs to implement a daily marketing schedule. This gives her a framework. As entrepreneurs, we don't have a framework. We don't have a schedule. We don't have a deadline. So if I'm looking, and right now you can't see, but there are dishes in my sink, I'm going to do those dishes before I do marketing. No, she needs to have a schedule. She needs to get up. This is what her daily routine is. And we go through that with calendar management. Now for her, I know that she had X number of doctors that she was supposed to call on every single day. So what we're doing is, again, 80% framework causes success. It's the number of contacts that she makes per day to secure a discovery call. And then based on the discovery call, what is her closing rate? Then to get to the sales goal. Boom. I mean, okay, starting to get bumps here. If any of my girls are on, Yolanda, Pam, I'm getting bumps here because I'm so excited. I want you to see how this framework is working. It is not a shiny object. It is not fluff that may or may not work. It is a framework that you implement in your business. Anybody can do this. And then website's all the way down at the bottom. We're not focusing in on it, right? And then finally, we get to December. So let's just think about everything that she's done. She's got a package. She's got how she interacts with potential clients. Now she has the discovery call, and then how she manages them on the back end. That is the total focus of our business right now, okay? Now we have a structure. So we have a monthly sales goal, calendar management, daily marketing, number of calls per day, closing rate for the discovery call equals, we go right back up here to the sales goal. Boom. I hope that I blew your mind. I hope that I did. I love this stuff because this is it's not fluff. It's not something that it may work. Let's maybe try. I mean, it's based on a framework. And I've done a framework for 17 years that each 6 months, like I implemented it over and over, like rinse and repeat, get better, rinse and repeat, get better, rinse and repeat, get feedback, get better, right? And all along the way, like she's starting her business niched. So it's okay. You know, if we feel like if we're niching down, we're limiting. We're not limiting ourselves at all. We're making ourselves be the go-to, and we're being able from the get-go to increase our package pricing. We're not working hourly. We're not chained to our computers. It really is a beautiful thing.